set up a new business in laser tattoo removal, but I will do it instead of 20 minutes in 5 minutes. So it is just a point. Of course, respect all the people who are established. They have different idea, but I collected from the people who are opening the business, and I asked them, if you want to expand, what you need to consider, like marketing and other quality machine. So how to start a business in laser tattoo remover? Very important. There are 4 or 5 subjects. I will talk about it. It is tattoo removal business overall, tools for set up a new business, your future in laser tattoo remover, misleading marketing. We will talk a little bit about it. So this subject, we will talk about it, and one of them about overall. Okay, some tattoo, it is nice, we cannot remove it, and some others need to be changed. I mean, like this one, everyone wish you have that this 3-dimension tattoo. A lot of focusing in tattoo removal in Australia, USA, Canada a lot, England a lot, Asia very little, because nothing, it is related to the culture, they are not trusting too much. Still it's booming here, and this is in 2013, talking about laser tattoo removal business, showing in Sydney Herald, and also again in 2017. So still it is booming. I mean, some people, they enter in the right choice. If he set it up correctly, he is winning, but if he get a shortcut, it costs more and start collapsing. In general, the most important for your business, it is we call business plan. And this is all what I talk about. Set up a new business is really like any business, even in beauty or skin tightening. But I'm talking here in general mostly about tattoo removal, where little bit focus on information. Maybe there is little bit missing, but everyone have different idea. I collect this information from different user, but this is not about choosing the right machine or which machine I have to choose. This is, we can discuss it later on, or anyone can call me. I'm talking just like points. Tool for setup new business, of course, the first thing is the equipment, which is the most expensive one. You need to consider. If you take a shortcut, which is some people, equipment, it varies between 1,000 to 300,000. So you can see what this means. I mean, we cannot talk about $1,000 or $1,500 as a laser. If you need more information, you can call me and we can go in details. But it is a huge difference, because the small one is really creating too much scar and too much headache, and you cannot sleep at night, and then you regret about this business. Equipment, the most things set up is your equipment shop locations, depending on which good area, bad area, near medical center, it will help. Marketing, you have to spend a lot of marketing. Finance, of course, this business is mostly the overhead, and marketing also is becoming really expensive, especially in tattoo remover. You are not targeting the area around you. Nowadays, people, they have the iPad, the iPhone, they sit and check, and which one is coming in the first page. They start calling immediately, and then they compare the quality. And they will come from far away, 100, 200 kilometers away. Finance, insurance, you need to consider about your business, training and license, expanding in the future. So all these points might be considered. Equipment, choose the correct wavelength. Of course, when you want a laser, you need to ask the supplier why this wavelength, what it does, how much it can take. Ask more questions, because they are salespeople, or we are salespeople, but the more you investigate in order to find which one can suit you. I'm not saying my machine is the best one and the other one in the market is bad one. No, there are some good machine in the market, but is it complete set for your business, or you have to buy another wavelength? So you need to spend a lot of time to choose why I need a Ruby, for example. You need to consider the power, because in general, this is very important one, because the more power is not meaning I will put more power on the skin, but the more power, it means I can use bigger spot size. And the bigger spot size, it means I can grab more ink easier. If you use 2 millimeter, for example, your experience, Rachel, you will never finish the faded ink. You can put 10 joule, 15 joule, it will not go deeper. But when you use 4 millimeter or bigger, say, you grab it with 3-4 joule. And this is what we see in the market. You need to consider the pulse duration, which one it is. In a market, there are many hidden things. They said we are pure single pulse. It means it hit in once to the skin. Others, they have double pulse, but the double pulse is not really, my idea, not really designed for tattoo removal, designed for pigmented lesion. But they use it for tattoo removal. Handpiece spot size, of course, you can question, but you need to spend really a lot of time, because sometimes they said, I have 10 millimeter spot size and the other competition have maximum 3 millimeter. But the question, is it the 10 millimeter can deliver the power or just marketing? History of the supplier, of course, what is the supplier? How will they support you? Air cooling systems we need to consider, because some people, they set up everything and they forget all these small things. Might cost less than 10,000, but still it's a cost. And the critical things for most of the new businesses, they start with this issue about the equipment cost. It depends how much you want to spend. And if you are really targeting tattoo removal, you need to claim that you can do all that color. But you need, for example, if you get a die handpiece whenever and you promise people, when the color faded, maybe my idea that the die handpiece is maximum get energy on is 2 millimeter. That means you cannot penetrate. And then you stuck when it is color. The last 2 sessions with a small handpiece, you cannot get it. And then the customer, they are unhappy and they leave. Don't take shortcut, of course, I don't recommend. Till now, I say it without scaring, don't touch Chinese machine. I didn't see so far as a quality. It is cheap, but it will cost you a lot more than buying the right one. Also, I seen Korean, some of them is good, but on average they are double pulse, not single pulse. So you need to be aware about these things. Shop location, everyone have different idea, but it is important still. We don't necessarily to be in a shopping center, but because it's very expensive in shopping center sometimes, it's a nicer place, nice parking area. Find the right locations, shop need standard, like at least you need a reception and treatment area, put it like that. If you need extra room, it's nice. Very important, we don't accept carpet. Sometimes we go ahead and we sign contract with customer and then we find out that it is carpet, that it is danger to the suck the particles and sit on the optics and burning the coating of optics and become more cost. So they have to redo it, and this is cost also. When you find some place and it is only carpet, for example, it is better like a tile. Air condition is another cost. Rent, of course, the overhead. You might consider all this stuff because sometimes when you make a calculation, a spreadsheet, you start tick how much. They forget this one is also cost. You have to get rent from the bank in a long term. Furniture, of course, all these things, PC, patient bed, stool, trolley, reception desk, computers, camera. So this is about related to the shoppification. Of course, they are minor in a price as a cost, but still you need to consider it. Internet connection. Marketing is really very important, especially for tattoo remover. If it is hair remover, you are targeting really the local. The tattoo remover, they can come from anywhere. So marketing, of course, you need to have very good name, they reflect your business. Consider about branding, website, cheap website, no one would come. Google, they change many things in order, and they become smarter. So the good website, good articles, good wording inside it, they try to push it up. If your website, you design it $500, whenever the wording and spelling mistake or no related, Google push it down. So Google's, they become really smarter. So you need to consider this one. In website, our search engine, it needs to be employ some company to do this stuff. It's not our job. The right wording. Testimonial, you can add it collect it from customer and add it to your website. It will help people, they want to see what is other end user doing. Interview the customer and put them in your website, for example. Before and after photo, very important. People, they go and check how is your results. Videoing, Google AdWords, this is the most, I think, very expensive. Do you spend a lot of Google, huh? You see, some businesses are established completely from they are new. When they are new, nobody knows them. So you need to push, like Jeff. In the beginning, you spend a lot of money in marketing, a lot. Even Peter Paul is sometimes a couple of 4,000 or 5,000 a month sometimes, Unfortunately, this is one of the expensive things, I think, here. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, it will help push your website. Magazine advertise, of course, local, you might do it here. The more marketing you put, the more exposure. All these costs, of course, nice brochure showing at least people, they love photo before and after. You can create a photo, no matter if it's in any cosmetic or any beautician. It's better when customer coming, you have nice design booklet to see what you done or what your outcome while they are waiting or interviewing them or consulting them. I pick up this one from a customer who is using our user in Sydney, and he said normally when I do treatment, next day I text them. How did you go? How was healing? How was swollen? Any side effect? And sometimes he said I send them an email. All these part of marketing, it helps your business. Finance, everyone knows that you need to have people. I seen that they don't have an ABN number and they start doing it, and the lender become harder. So financial security, they need insurance, public liability. Like every state have different technique, equipment insurance, other training and license. Very important. It's laser safety. Everyone have to have it, and also the skin disinfection, like must, like in the Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria. You need to have this one definitely, which is help your insurance. Queensland regulations completely different. You need possess license, you need trainees license, you need user license for handle. It's more complicated, but maybe it's better regulated. So far in New South Wales, Victoria, and little bit other is not very essential. Training, of course, every supplier like us, we will do how to use our machine. Everyone have to be trained about how to use the machine. But we will show the first 1 day or 2 days how to use the machine, how to do treatment. For me, I can do it within an hour. But you need a learning curve, which is take maybe 2 months, 3 months in order to understand your system. So it's a process. This certificate, even if it's not true, I don't know, in Victoria you have to have it. No. I think in Queensland they have to have it, but I think it's nice if you have the certificate because you start understanding the skin reaction. It helps. Understanding the laser and the Q switch, I mean, you need to understand this one and this equipment training, of course. Every supplier, they have to train. You can go to many schools, but is it really important? Yeah. Because every company, they charge, I don't know, 5,000, 6,000 to 12,000, and they teach you how to use the machine, but they are teaching their machine. Yeah, so and every supplier, he will supply the machine training. So sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not worth it, because he will train on other machine how to. But it's surprising me, there are very qualified company and they are doing training, but they bring a Chinese machine, double pulse, to do tattoo remover. And this is what my worry. And they charge around 14,000. Okay, so you need to be aware. Expanding finance, I've seen some people, they go to another stage and they move to get franchisee. That means if you are in Geelong, if you open and you want to open now another village or move to the city and expanding. Like I think Michael Driver. So he's very businessman, very good. You know, he start I think from Gold Coast and then start Victoria and moving here, and he called me. He start moving to Auckland maybe to open another one. He's a businessman, so he considered to do many things. Some people, they want to join, they don't have enough money, so they can join you to franchisee. So you have to consider this one. Many different franchisee method. The most one is individual franchisee. Supplier promising, just to be aware, I mean, it is nothing to do with my machinery, I'm talking about in general. Promise too much that I have all this wavelength, it does everything. But the reality, it's wrong. I have 1.5 joule, but maybe it is 1.2 joule. So you need to find out. Pulse duration, they write it is 5, but it is not stable or big or small. It is very hard subject, but you need to investigate. Investigation is by asking question or consult different supplier, you will find out. Handpiece both sides, they promise too big, but there is no benefit. It's more moving to the marketing. Hidden information, very hard. Everyone needs to be smart to find out what is behind it. Receiving application, sometimes he said, I don't know, 1064 treat green and blue. It doesn't work. Maybe in the beginning, breaking some pigments, but too much. Hopefully it is just general. I'm sure the established business, they know about it.